just did was just a game, okay? So you gotta remember that first. Now, having said that, I've played that 6 years in Memphis, and it's never fell apart that fast. Okay? So,
You told me.
You're welcome. You considered it. Good job there. This is what I do. I'll ask some questions to certain ones of you, and I want you to be brutally honest with me. I want you to tell me what you think and what you feel, and then we'll go on from there. David, I think you were a subject of a lot of debate and frustration. Why immediately, as a wealthy person, now I'm asking the questions, not you guys. Why immediately did you go to stealing? You're a wealthy person, you have plenty of food, plenty of supplies.
Well, I like to stock up. So I was doing my stock up. And I felt sorry for, who did I give all my coins to? Us? Kirsten. I felt sorry for Kirsten and the poor in it. So I gave my coins back to him.
Also, you can give us some cake.
Yeah. Okay.
Give us one.
I noticed that a few of you were not really all that about dealing and willing. Sarah and Brittany, to your group, you guys kind of just kept to yourself for the most part. Why did you guys not want to trade and exchange and talk for the first few months?
Because we don't trust people.
Okay.
I don't trust them.
Trade it! Get it right there.
Steve, one of the bankers got a little bit more into that. I thought they were too. Steve was very frustrated during this game. What frustrated you so much about your area?
About my area?
Yes, about your people. Your poor.
We shook you.
They were getting angry. They made multiple breaches of the line.
MJ.
But you know what? I was ready to say go Robin Hood. You know, I'd say go breach.
Breach the wall. But what did you tell me during the game? What was the thing you kept pulling me over and telling me that it's so confusing to you?
What?
About the money and the food and everything.
If they'll never make anything.
Exactly. That they'll never.
The poor will never gain anything.
The poor will never gain anything.
They might have to cook, man.
Okay. It's very interesting that the equation there for that group is to literally their only option is to make a buy. There's no way outside of stealing or somebody making a really stupid deal with them. There's absolutely no way for them to get on top. There's absolutely no way for them to get ahead, or like David likes to say, to store up anything that they had. Zion, you want to say something?
We did.
But you weren't in his group. You were on the other side.
You're on the other part.
You weren't in Steve's. You were in that.
Like, because we had 5 full cups of food.
But how did you do that?
And he stole the first one.
Steal.
You better not steal from me again. Next time.
Peyton MJ, how was it to be stuck in one certain area?
It was frustrating. I wanted to go punch the welcome.
I was going to throw it.
You should go to the bank.
Jump over the border and rob Davis for all he had.
Okay, hold on. Raise your hand if you were in the rural poor. What?
No, we were
Rural poor, yeah. The far side of the- Okay, explain to me what happened over there.
I got you. No,
Alex first, then Schneider.
Okay, I was just me and Kirsten were over there just sitting around. Okay, so I see just little, whatever you call them, on the ground, so I started picking them up. And then I seen a bit high over there, so I wanted to help them up. But instead, they wanted to attack me, so I was trying to bring out my biting skills and just try to bite every single one of them. And I seen coins fall all over the place. So then I wanted to bounce over there, but I told him, yeah.
Okay, and then Schneider, what's your first?
Okay, so Matt decided to come over and just. He just started like swinging his hands and I don't even see our guys so mad. And then we couldn't get anything from each other. I'm like, we're on the same team. What are you doing?
Listen to what Sarah just said. She said, I didn't get it because we're both poor. We're not going to get anything from both of us stealing from each other. But that happens. It happened in the game, did not?
I was bringing up
Can I say what I was
Yeah, Pat, what do you say?
Tell them the truth first. Give them the truth.
My name's Zion. I'm awesome.
Yeah.
And I like cake.
Okay.
Why is anonymous?
Go ahead. Tell us what you saw.
Alright, what I saw was a nice big bowl of food that Alex had in his hand. I told Matt to restrain himself from taking it and let me do it. He goes up there and smacks it from his hand, slams them into the lockers. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is like ultimate
That's your own
life.
family telling on you.
I didn't do anything.
He's my roommate, so.
Roommate.
Reuben, that's it.
That's the one he wanted to be.
You sit down. Michelle, question for you. What are you frustrated about?
Everything.
What is everything?
David?
What else? Because it wasn't just David. What else?
We can't cross the line, but he.
Hey, trust me. David came over there a couple times.
You know what? I don't get why he can steal. Why does he have to steal whenever he's all, ooh, I'm rich and all that stuff?
No, he got
He
poor.
looks like he's just showing off like some big stuff whenever he's not.
I got poor. He got poor. I told him where to take me. He's got bad attitude.
Hey, you're not
Okay,
big
hold on.
stuff.
Hold on. In the midst of this crazy game, so there's a lot of bad things that happened in this game. I mean,
I think I broke my back.
The whole ground was full.
I said yes. There is fishes, popcorn kernels all over the downstairs. But listen. Shh. A lot of chaos. There was a lot of stealing. There was a lot of. I mean, there wasn't. Some of it wasn't even necessarily stealing. Some of you were just creating chaos. You literally were just knocking each other's cups out of each other's hands for the heck of it. Some of you I saw you were stealing coins. Some of you were throwing coins. I just couldn't figure out what was going on. But I didn't notice. Did anybody notice anyone doing anything right? As in possibly giving some of their food to other people. Did anybody notice that?
I did.
Yes. Who?
No.
Yep, David did it.
Yes!
Yes!
Hey, hold on. I gotta be on his good side for a minute, because he did, because honestly, I didn't really do anything, but someone stole his coin, so he just lent us the
All right.
rest, so I said, okay.
Shania? Shayla, sorry. I'm sorry. I never do that.
Jenna gave us food.
For no reason. Yeah, they give us because
All
for no reason. So
Hey, guys, hold on. Is that what you're saying?
I gave.
Alright.
I gave you like 3/4 of the cup for $1.
Come on, Zion. What do you say?
We had to steal for most of our stuff, but David gave us 2 coins for us to get by the month when we couldn't.
Alright, if I may intrude, what
Yes.
David didn't do all of it. It was mainly his family right here. David Kimber's here.
Thank you.
Hey! All right, hold on.
We did what we start dealing with them.
Brett, yeah, we're going to say.
I restrained myself from becoming this old man.
Wow. We would snap you in half and make your pretzel in 30 seconds. Anyway, I did see, okay, and nothing against your family, but I did see, the only thing I actually saw that was generous happen the whole game, I did see Jen and Cindy multiple times give food to people without receiving anything in response. Now that was about outside of David chucking his money, which I'm not even sure really was on purpose. I think it was more of an accident.
No, it's on purpose. I did it on purpose.
But nonetheless.
I'm on camera!
Alright. I'm on camera. Here's the point of why we just did that game. You get to experience a little bit of what it feels like to be in those sections. You know, for those of you who were wealthy, you got to feel what it was like to not need anything and to see other people who were in need. And you had a decision to make about that. You're just, okay, I'm not gonna put your hand down. No. I'm sure you know. Okay. You guys felt secure and comfortable and safe, and so there wasn't much that you needed to do in order to survive because you had enough every time. And so some of you looked at that as an opportunity to create chaos and steal, and some of you looked at it as an opportunity to help some other people, and some of you looked at it as an opportunity to, hey, if we can't help somebody, we will, but if not, then we're just going to hang out. You know, we're just going to stay here. For some of you who are in the poor sections, you started to feel the weight of this is not fair. This isn't working out. This isn't in our favor. You know, Michelle, I think you might have felt that the most, because you're very frustrated by this game. You feel, I know she's just even a test. I don't know if she's ever going to forgive me for this. But you felt that this feeling, and it was funny because, again, I told the bankers, all you're supposed to do is give them their food and take their food. That's all you're supposed to do. But Steve really did get frustrated because there was no shot for his section. There really wasn't. If you play it down to the very, very basics, they are never going to be on top. And if anything, we're barely going to make it by. And most of the time, if we would have let the game go longer, because I didn't even do this, there's another aspect of the game. It's these little cards, and I call them chaos cards. They're cards that basically, 1 month I say you have to pick up a card between your desk, and that could be something good that happens, you get your tax return, you get an extra coin. That could be something bad. You had a flood, next month you owe an extra cup of food. I could have easily started to kill a lot of you off, but it just, the food and the chaos got too crazy, and so we couldn't get to those. You guys brought me crazy. But here, guys, put your hands down. I'm not going to ask you to say anything, okay? I'm speaking right now. So here's the deal is, you guys felt what was the issue. For those of you who are in the whirlpool, I mean, you guys started attacking each other. You guys are in the same situation as soon as I tried to lead and help you guys understand. But here's the deal. Think about those who are poor. They steal from each other. Without a doubt, they will steal from anybody if they need something. They'll steal, and Ray did this, although it was against the rules. Steal from the bank. They'll steal from the government. They'll do whatever they need to get something. Now, I caught him doing it, and I made him return it, and I told him.
Hey, you're looking at it, Kim. What's the point of stealing from the bank when you have to turn the money into the bank?
Yeah, well, then you have that to turn it into the bank.
Yeah. That's no young.
But you survived one. You survived.
But they ain't gonna accept the money. You just took their money.
But they didn't know. Well, Steve didn't know that because he was talking to me at the time.
I need to kill you right now.
Yes, you use that as a distraction. But here's the deal: is you get that feeling, and then the wealthy, what are they doing? They're storing up when they already have enough. They don't need to store up anymore. Here's the ironic part about this game. Okay, for the amount that we gave out every month, each bank, there's actually more than enough food for everyone to survive.
I knew it.
Okay? Every single family there could survive if you guys would have just worked together and shared. Did you not notice what they said in this video that we watched just a little bit ago? Not the second set of videos, but the first set of videos. There's enough crops on this planet to feed this world twice over. Why are there 925 million people starving every day? If we can serve, we can literally feed everyone on this planet twice over. Why in the world is every 13 seconds a little child dying from starvation? I know these are rhetorical questions. I know the answer. Thank you. I'm glad that you know the answer. The answer is because we don't help. Okay? It's the same thing as like, listen, I'm guilty of this. I eat wonderful big dinners and lunches all the time. And yet, how much money do I give to World Vision, or how much money do I give to support a child? I don't support a child. I don't. And I can easily do that with the amount of money that man and I make. We could easily support 3 or 4 children, most likely. Would it be a stretch on us? Would we have to change something in our life? Yeah, we would. We probably would. I mean, that's about $100 a month. That's a little bit different for us. But I don't. Instead, I store it up in my bank account because I want to be comfortable. Because I want to make sure I take care of number 1. That's, and again, you play this game, and I know it's kind of small and it's silly and it's popcorn, but at the same time, it shows you what the world looks like. It shows you honestly, what's going on in the world. There's been studies been done, and I actually shared this, I think, with you guys a little while ago, but the wealthy are getting wealthier, the poor are getting poorer. This separation is getting further and further day by day. It's not getting better. You know, and they said so many of these little testimonies that you saw, hey, this is who you are as a kid on the screen. Again, a lot of them aren't dying necessarily from hunger. A lot of them are dying from diseases they come down with because they're not healthy enough. Some of them are eating every day. They're having 1 meal or 2 meals a day, and you think, well, why can't they survive? Because they're eating what they showed you on that screen has no nutritional value. And so they come down with these different diseases because they're using dirty water. Some of them don't have clean water. Most of them have to walk multiple miles to get water. These are things that people live with, not just people, a vast majority of this human population live with. And yet, every day we complain about cafeteria food at school, I know, I've seen it. I know what it looks like. Trust me, I've ate it for a lot of portion of my life. I ate it. But at the same time, the point is, you're still receiving food nutrition. You know, I'm still receiving food nutrition, and yeah, I can still, out of my excess and out of what you guys bless me with, I can bless those others. And so again, when we think about, we have one child we supported as a youth group, and we struggle to do that every single month. Donica pays for that almost every single month because we can't come up with how much money a month? $32. Okay, there's almost 25 of us in this room. We add 7 more, we've got $32 if we all have $1. If you took $1 from me right now, I'd probably forget about it in 5 minutes. Okay, let's be honest. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't care. I've got 4 quarters in my car right now. Think about that for a second. You know, and as frustrated as you are, you know, Michelle, I love that you're so frustrated. I'm sorry to continue to pick on you, but it's the people who get really emotional about it that help the game. And I went over to all the leaders. I'm like, I don't even have to create the chaos. This game is working for itself. This is playing right in my hand because you feel that frustration in the 10 minutes you're downstairs. Now think about living a life of that. Think about living a life of I can't get on top. There's no way I can provide for my family. That's what I've asked the Georgia world is. And that's the reality of really what our world is and what it looks like. So again, I know it's frustrating. Again, I hope you can leave everything that happened, the biting, the punching, whatever happened, behind. I hope you don't hold it against each other. It was getting a little physical, so that's why we ended a little bit earlier than I would have liked.
Oh, you saved my life.
Hey, you're going to say something?
But countries like America and China have more food than what they need.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
why can't we send food to Africa and third countries that are impoverished?
We can.
We can, so why don't we if it's not going to hurt us?
Well, do you send food to other countries every month?
No, I don't have a job.
I know. I understand that.
I'm saying us as a nation.
Oh, I agree with you. I
Why
agree
can't we
with you.
just send a big aircraft carrier full of food to
I agree
Okay,
Africa?
one of the problems with that is that a lot of the impoverished countries have rich governments because the government takes everything that they should be handing out to the other people that they're not. When we make a food drop, which we have done, the United States has done before, the government will send army people to go out and pick up the food so that the people can't have it. It's real difficult to get it to the people who need it.
And that is a big issue. It's not just us. I mean, America does. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously, world vision would not exist. Figure out family would not exist if people did not give money to this cause. There is a massive amount of corrupt governments out there that will keep it and then use it to suppress the people, which is again a massive issue. Which is why one of the questions downstairs was, if you are one of these peacekeeper workers, are you safe from government? No, they're not, because the government doesn't like them doing that, because that empowers the people, and then, therefore, if the people are empowered, feel empowered, then they'll turn on the government, and they won't let it happen. So again, there is a lot of other issues that play into it, but one of the issues is, really, in all reality, if you look at how much food the United States consumes compared to, other countries, whatnot, it's massively out of whack. It said right there, most people in the world live on $1 a day. You know, I spend $1 before I even get to breakfast. You know, munching on whatever I pull out when I'm trying to get to my breakfast. You know, because the patient is hungry. It's just, you know, again, it's frustrating. It is, and I hope you feel a little frustrated because maybe that'll move you to raise a little bit more money for 30-hour families. We can send some money to them. But yes.